The NFL is a business. It's about winning. Teams make tough choices. Sometimes that means moving on from star players. Fans love these players, but loyalty only goes so far. Teams have to consider many factors. This includes age, salary, and team goals. Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, and Kupp are great examples. Stafford was a Detroit Lion for years. He was a talented quarterback, but the Lions were not winning. They decided to rebuild. Trading Stafford was a tough but necessary decision. The Los Angeles Rams wanted a proven quarterback. They traded for Stafford. He helped them win a Super Bowl. Kupp is another example. He's a star wide receiver, but he has a history of injuries. This impacts his value. The Rams have to think about the future. Can Kupp stay healthy? Will he be worth his salary? These are tough questions. Teams must consider the business side of football. They need to make the best decisions for the franchise. This means sometimes saying goodbye to even the biggest stars. The NFL has a salary cap. This limits how much teams can spend on players. It's designed to create parity. Every team has a chance to compete, but the salary cap creates challenges. Star players command high salaries. Teams have to be careful. They need to balance paying stars with filling other roster spots. Sometimes, a star player's salary becomes too high. It limits the team's ability to sign other players. This can force a team to trade or release a star player. They need to free up money to improve the team overall. The salary cap is a constant factor. Teams must be strategic. They need to make tough decisions to stay competitive. Father Time is undefeated. This is true in football. Players age, their bodies break down. Injuries take a toll. Teams must consider this. They can't offer long-term contracts to aging stars, not if those players are injury-prone. Kupp's injury history is a concern. He's a great player when healthy, but he's missed games due to injuries. This impacts his value. The Rams must decide if Kupp's talent is worth the risk. Can he stay on the field, or will injuries continue to be a problem? Age and injury are harsh realities. Teams must be realistic. They need to make decisions based on a player's future potential, not just their past performance, like Aaron Rodgers as an example. Rebuilding for the future. Looking ahead. Teams go through cycles. Sometimes they need to rebuild. This means acquiring draft picks. They draft young players. They hope these players become stars. Rebuilding often involves trading away older players. These players might still be good, but they don't fit the team's timeline. The Detroit Lions traded Matthew Stafford because they were rebuilding. They got draft picks in return. They used these picks to build for the future. The Rams were in a different position. They were ready to win now. They traded for Stafford. He helped them achieve their goal of winning a Super Bowl. Rebuilding is part of the NFL cycle. Teams must make tough decisions. They need to balance the present with the future. Sometimes this means moving on from star players, even if those players are still capable. The NFL is a business. Teams have to make tough decisions. Moving on from star players is never easy, but it's often necessary. Factors like age, salary, injury history, and team goals all play a role. Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, and Kupp are just 3 examples. Their situations highlight the complexities of the NFL. Teams have to balance loyalty with the bottom line. They need to make the best decisions for the franchise, even if it means saying goodbye to beloved players. What do you think? Are teams too quick to move on from star players? Or are these decisions just part of the business? Stay connected for more sports news. Share your thoughts in the comments below.